Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Just getting everything shared out and we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, should be good to go. Hello. Agility for cash. How much cash? We're looking for 750k today. We need to get a cannon. But first, we're gonna do some chores. Just some nice little Iron Man homework. Okay, I thought for a second there the woad plant was dead and I was gonna be a little sad. Was I not filling it up the entire time? I thought I was. I thought I was hearing it go off. Whoops. Alright. Let's get it woken up a little bit here. But anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope everybody's having a great day. I've been having a good day as well. Had a day off. It was President's Day here in the US, so I got to celebrate a nice little relaxing day off and played a bit on my main account. It's pretty fun. I was doing some Krill Tutoroth, trying to get a Zami Spear. I don't have a Bofa because I'm at 996 KC with no Bofa on that account. But I was doing the Bofa method just with full crystal armor and a crystal bow, and it was working out pretty well. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've been up to today, other than I watched a few animes. I got a Crunchyroll account recently, so I've been starting to look through animes to watch. I haven't really watched too much anime in the past. I've only seen like maybe 5 animes, only one of them all the way through, just being Dragon Ball. So it's been fun watching some new shows that I normally wouldn't watch otherwise. Started up Chainsaw Man, also started Spy X Family and Overlord. What's my agility level? 60. Here's the full stat spread if you want to see it after I deposit the ash. There you go. But yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. Definitely looking to watch more. I think during my grind for I definitely think that during my grind for 99 Thieving, I'm gonna end up going through quite a bit of anime, that's for sure. So definitely got quite a few to go. I'm always down for recommendations too. I've been looking for one that kind of captures a similar vibe as Lord of the Rings, because I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan. I absolutely love that series. So I would like to see if there is one that or an anime that's fairly similar. Alright, let's go ahead and get ready for the contracts here. I think I need... just grab all 3 of these just in case. I don't think the secateurs can be used yet, but we'll at least have them out. Alright, good. We closed it. Sometimes I forget to close that, so glad I remembered. Alright, and what does Guildmaster Jane want me to grow next? Yes, please. We can only do easies. Sweet corn. Okay, we can do that. I'm gonna pre-grow a woad because that seems to be kind of a... I've gotten that one twice so far, so we're gonna go ahead and get woad and then allotment. Do we have sweet corn? Oh, I have exactly enough sweet corn. What is needed for protection? on sweet corn because I'm genuinely considering it. Jute fiber. Oh, that's a yikes. Okay, well, just gonna hope that we get lucky. We'll get rid of the onions for that one. I'll just ultra compost it too, so that way we can ensure its survival. I don't want to have to pickpocket master farmers if I don't have to. Another thing I do want to talk about, the Metroid Prime playthrough that I did over the past couple weeks. It's completely edited and completely on my channel. I did the entire playthrough in one video. We did that entire thing 100% item completion and with no deaths. So if you're interested in that, the channel's or the video's live right now, and will be forever. It was a fun playthrough. I had a lot of fun with it. One of my favorite games of all time. So good to be able to revisit it. Alright, let's hope that that doesn't die. Then we'll do a quick birdhouse run. Strawberry earache. Okay. Azaleas are pretty good. Hop seeds. Yeah, we do got a few hop seeds. Let's go ahead and grab them. Hammer chisel. We need yew logs. And barley seeds. Hi, Endor. Sounds like working top floor script about a stuntman who has to do some sort of heist. I like that. That's funny. That was a good title, right? I worked hard on it. When do I unlock magic birdhouses? Let's check that really quick. 74. Okay, so we got quite a bit of time. We'll be on yew birdhouses for a while, which means I need to find a good way to source yew logs. That'll be something I'll look into. I also need to find a good way to get steel bars, because what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making money. The main purpose of making money is that I need a cannon to help with my extinction of the goblins on the east side of Lumbridge. So, so we need 750k for the cannon itself. And then to go along with that, I also am going to need, I am also going to need the double cannonball mold from Giant's Foundry, because it'll just help speed up the process of making cannonballs a lot more, and that process is very, very boring. So anything that I can do to help speed that up is always welcome. So yeah, we'll be, the only thing I have to worry about with that is getting steel bars. But I found a method to help me go through Giant's Foundry with making money at my smithing level. I've also prepared a little bit for... Nice, both those seeds are really good. I've also prepared a little bit for Giant's Foundry as well. Now, or the Agility Pyramid, I mean. I'm trying to talk and do things at the same time. It's not working out. Now, the bad part about this, I am going to have to sit and wait a little bit for an extra seaweed spore. So hopefully that doesn't take too long to get. In the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and get everything ready for that. Let's get the rake too, just in case I have to rake weeds. I don't think I said hi yet, Endor. Hello, hello. Welcome to stream. I hope you've been having a good day. Hey, AP. Thank you for the welcome back. I was only gone a day. I wasn't gone that long. I was gone from RuneScape for a little bit. Like 3 days, but yeah. I only had that one off night. It was a much needed break. Been a couple personal battles that I've been fighting and making progress. That's the important part. Alright, hopefully we get a seaweed spore spawn here. Including the playroom where your parents are gone, and boy, you didn't realize how many containers the kids straight up dumped on the floor yesterday when they were here and you weren't. Aw, man, that stinks. Yeah, kids kind of just throw all the toys that they can all over the place. They don't really have a sense for what goes where. I notice that whenever I have my my little niece and nephew over, it's just they dump the bucket of toys over and then who knows if it's going to get cleaned up later by them. If it's going to get cleaned up, it most likely isn't by them. You said hi just before reading? Oh, okay. Good. Good. This is another thing I'm going to have to sit and wait for pretty soon. The farming contracts have not been giving me as many seaweed spores as I would hope, so I think I'm gonna walk away from this for right now, just in the interest of stream and of the money-making grind. But I am gonna have to come back and do this. I'm still gonna keep the birdhouse runs going, but yeah, it looks like right now we're gonna have to wait a little bit before we continue doing the seaweed runs. Though I should probably put away like the ultra compost and everything before I swim away. This was also a last chance to see if we get something. We did not. Okay. So, to do Giant's Foundry, we need to do a quest. What quest would that be? What was it called? Sleeping Giants. Okay, so I need 3 oak logs, a wool. That won't be too hard. I can just grab that really quick. 1 wool, 10 nails, a hammer, and a chisel. Okay, so let's go ahead, hammer, chisel, nails. I need shears for wool, and just bring my cash stack. And then 3 oak logs. I think I have that. I do. Okay, and then it's a ring of dueling to get there. So let's go ahead and make our way over. Oh, yeah, before I do this, I need to get some wool, so let's actually head by Farmer Fred first. Say things personal to you. Date is set for favorite game Jeopardy, Thursday. Okay, I can participate, actually. That's a day I don't normally stream. I should be able to do that. Or was I doing that? I'm sorry, it's been a minute. I've been so scatterbrained with all the videos and editing and stuff that I was doing that I kind of any scheduled stream or anything that I agreed to be a part of, I apologize. It definitely slipped my mind. I thought I was involved in that, though I don't know if I was. I thought you were. I know you talked to me about it. Okay. PvP arena. It feels good to stream RuneScape again. It really does feel like it's been a while. It's amazing what one day off will do. Oh, there's like a path taking you all the way over to there from the glory teleport. That's funny. I'm noticing my mic is peaking a little bit. No, I need to keep it up. It's not peaking too bad. If it gets too loud or if like my mic actually peaks, let me know. It has been behaving a little bit strangely recently, and I don't know if it's the mic or like the audio interface or something. I hope it's not the mic. If it is, then there is a mic upgrade I've been looking at, but it's an expensive upgrade. Oh, there are hill giants over here. Can I set up a cannon over here? This actually might be where to go to get the hill giant champion scroll. Popping in and out, so you missed me playing the Jeopardy. You actually can't have me join as player because you can't use the categories of players, and 2 of them are already playing. Okay, that's fine. I'll make sure that I drop by the stream then, as that's going on. I promise I won't give hints, because that would completely destroy the entire point of it. Oh, I need to get ice gloves. Either ice gloves or a bucket. Let's actually get the ice gloves. That won't take very long. Especially since we have protection prayers now. There's a bank chest right here, yeah. Oh, I can't wear rune yet, that's right. Alright, that should be fine. Actually, let's go ahead and throw the fire making cape on. Let's also go ahead and grab, like, all this food. I think I only need Camelot teleport, so I'll just bring those. They'll also serve as an emergency teleport. And I think I will be okay. I'll bring an attack potion, a strength potion. Why not? Gotta go through with these, and may as well do it while I'm fighting the Ice Queen. Alright, let's go get those ice gloves. Considering it's a buzzer-style quiz game, not sure you could give hints fast enough. Fair enough. Next multiple choice quiz is gonna have a timer since there were multiple complaints about the pacing. Okay. Something like a 5-second timer would probably be good. Alright, let me see if I remember how exactly this maze works. So, I enter in over here. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. And that's 1, 2, 3. If I go up that one, should take me... I'll figure it out. I can't tell based on the map links and everything. It's not very clear. Gotta do 20 seconds because they can still say things that way. I don't know, because if it's Jeopardy style, you don't want to give them like all the time in the world to think of the answer, or like buzz in and immediately go like, well, let's see here. It might be, no, you buzz in, you have an answer, or you buzz in and you don't have an answer. And if you don't have an answer, then you should lose the turn. So that's why I say 5 seconds once you buzz in. Because that cuts out on people trying to buzz in before they know the answer to buy more time to figure out the answer. That's why there are time limits on Jeopardy. It's either you know it or you don't. 20 seconds for the multiple choice, not the Jeopardy? Okay. All right, good, yeah. Because they got like a 5-second timer as well for that, too. Actually, not even. I think it's more like a 3-second timer. All right, so here we are at the ladder puzzle. I believe the entrance... Oh, the entrance is down here. Wait, do I have to mine that rock slide? Did I need a pickaxe for this? Oh, man. Okay, well, that puts a damper on that plan. Let's go ahead and run back and get a pickaxe. I didn't know they required one. I completely forgot about that. Alright, well, it's not that big of a detour. It's just a little annoying. Gotta decide how to do the Jeopardy. I'm sure there's like something online that you could use for that. A worst case scenario, you just use Kahoot or something like that. Something everybody can connect to and just quickly tap so you see who tapped first. You could probably even like just look up Jeopardy buzzer online and you'll find a website that has that functionality. Okay, bring the pickaxe. Your backup plan was say keyword over voice to buzz in? Maybe. You still run the risk of people talking over each other with that. At least that would be my concern with that system. Who else playing in the Jeopardy? It's Lunar and who else? All right, here we go. I do want to save a little bit of energy just in case I need to like run and tank things. Joe, Lunar, Max, Rhino. Gotcha. Okay, so we got those three there. I think I'm trying to get to either these three or these two. Where does this take me? Okay, that takes me up and out. Okay, I don't like any of this. Okay, at least I am safe here. So I think, yeah, I need to go south ladder, go up the south ladder, and then take the east ladder. Okay. All right, so go up. We're gonna take south ladder. Ice Warriors aren't too bad. Then we're gonna go run this way and take this ladder and take the eastmost ladder. We can go ahead and walk through this section here. Run back just to get a little bit of distance from the Ice Warrior. Good, good. Alright, and now East Ladder. If Kurt could show up on Thursday, it'd be a difficult decision. I'd say if you have 4 yeses and 1 maybe, you just stick with the 4 yeses. I love Kurt, but if his commitment to this is a maybe, then might work better if we waited for a day that he was for sure available. At least that's my thought on it. Or you could have it where, like, if you do want to incorporate Kurt, get 3 yeses and then have Kurt be a maybe. So that way, if Kurt can't make it, you still have 3 players, and that's what Jeopardy normally is. Again, these are all just my own thoughts. Don't take this as like, oh, do this. This is just me spitballing ideas. Ouch. Alright, at least I got through that part relatively painlessly. He's a sure no, but if he wasn't, then you'd be able to do the full thing because you'd have less than the required. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Alright, time to kill the Ice Queen. Ice gloves are important, and we kind of need them for Giant's Foundry. So, may as well get them now while we have the chance. Yeah, this should be easy. It's gotta take a while to defeat her, though. I wonder if she's weak to, like, Crush. Well, I'm starting to do damage, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Speaking of trivia, you have decided that from now on, every quiz you do will have a question about dog breeds at some point. Okay. I'm curious on what those types of questions would be. Is it just like show a picture of a dog? It's like, what's his dog breed? Could have it like Game Changer, that show. I think it's College Humor that does it, where it's they show like the chicken, then the rooster, and then the fire-breasted Siamese pheasant or something like that. Oh, that show's so funny. I'm gonna switch to a Crush weapon style. I feel like that might be better against an Ice Queen. That's stab. Let's go smash. Because the thing I'm worried about is the Ice Queen doing damage. Let's actually figure out just how strong she is. Ice Queen. See if she actually has a weakness while we're here. Ice Queen. Max hits a 10. That's scary. Okay, it is weakest to magic. So I did this wrong. But that's okay. If I have to teleport out, I will. Crush it's their weakest defensive stat. Yeah, its magic stat is really bad. Magic was the way to go with this. Alright, well hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. Its attack stat isn't super great. Never mind, that hurt. Swap back to the Rune Scimitar. I was doing more damage with that. Up, there's that max hit. Okay. Let's eat the lobsters first and then the swordfish. The swordfish are a bit better healing. Might go through a few supplies here, but it's fine. Supplies are meant to be used. Teleport these nuts. A got him. Your max hits at 10, well, mine's at 11. Ouch. Combat 111. I just face tanking it. Alright, calm down, Ice Queen. You don't need to go that hard. Don't know what you do for Nintendogs. That's fair. Alright, Ice Gloves have been achieved. Now we can go back and do more of Giant's Foundry. Refill up prayer before I do that.
There once was a ship that put to sea.
Trying to figure out where in my bank I should keep the ice gloves, because I view them very much as a utility item. Maybe I'll keep them in my tool tab.
Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our
Yeah, I'll put them before all the fishing supplies. Why not? Okay.
The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea.
All right.
One day
Giant's Foundry time.
we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. Our boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Soon may the wellerman come.
Sword content. Yep, we need to get the double ammo mold. So, and I heard that Giant's Foundry at low levels makes you money if you buy plate bodies from Horvik and use that for the bars. So I'm gonna try that. See how it goes. Love you a good sword. Oh yeah, the swords in Giant's Foundry get downright wacky. This is also one that I pretty much am gonna have, like, I'm gonna be glued to a wiki. Because a wiki article is the best way to go through all this, but man. I want to see if I could set up a cannon here. I think this is a really good spot to hunt for the champion scroll. Hard to imagine a wacky sword is actually a good sword. Yeah, fair. Honestly, like, the weirdest part about this too is that if you look at how a sword is actually made, the way that they are making swords here always results in an extremely brittle, impractical sword, because they're casting the sword and then hammering it out, when you normally should just take an ingot and hammer out the sword that way. So we're making Giants incredibly brittle swords that are going to break like the first time they try and use it. Alright, let's see what we want to make here. Yeah, let's see what the weirdest type of sword blade we could do. Let's do that one, let's do swirly, and then just the chopper tip. A sword like that. Why not? The spoiler from Walking Dead? I never seen Walking Dead, but for those in chat who do want to see it and haven't yet, do not spoil it, please. Okay, so I am still hot. Good. Phrasing on that one. I did it a tick early. I see. Interesting. Oh, come on. I thought this heated up the blade. It did, yeah. Okay, it just didn't start grinding fast enough. Flew a little too close to the sun. I see. It's only 3 bars for bronze and iron. It's the lowest tier. Why wouldn't it be super low? Every Runati sword you made was 6? Yeah, it's because of the level of bar. I wouldn't expect bronze and iron to have the same quote-unquote difficulty as Addy Rune. It wouldn't quite make sense to me. You're putting in more money in bars and you gotta do more work? Welcome to high-level content. Bronze is quite easy to forge. Yeah, but it's not a good sword. It's a super soft metal. Like I said, every single sword that we make here is extremely brittle. It's very funny to me that we're just doing this for giants. Likely because this guy just doesn't know any better. One-hitter quitters for giants? That's right. It's the one-shot wonder. Alright, there we go. Alright, so 48 smithing. Let's see what makes us money. Do Giant's Foundry. Gonna go ahead and open it up in a new tab so I can make it a new window. That way I can look at it while I read chat. Hi chat, I'm looking at you while I'm looking at a guide. Okay. So I am currently at level... Let's see. I'm at level 40, which means all Mithril would be best. But I do want to try all Steel. Let's see. Okay, forging giant sword moneymaker. Okay. So I think we could do steel mithril, but I don't know how good that is. Okay, there we go. Specialty store. This is where I wanted to look. Okay, so I can do... Looks like steel kite shields. Net me a profit. Any mithril? No, they don't. So I'd have to do just steel, it looks like. And looking at this... Steel chain bodies might make me the most. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and just buy a whole bunch of steel, it looks like. Let's see how that goes. This turns out to be a bust. Well, we have agility pyramid as our backup. Steel chain bodies, yes. Or maybe is it steel plate bodies? Is it the iron that gives you more? Oh yeah, iron's like a 68 coin difference. That actually might be what I do. XP be damned, except... No, steel chain bodies are still good. They'll give us most XP, so yeah. Let's just go ahead and just buy a whole bunch of steel chain bodies. I think that's the best way to go. How much are they? 2, and I need 28 bars in order to make one sword. Let's just buy out a few worlds. Feel like, I don't know. We'll find out. Because I could probably do steel and iron, right? Yeah, 2 and 2, 103. Yeah, that's a lot more profit if I do both iron and steel. So let's go ahead and just do both. We'll do a combo of each one. Time to hop and start buying all that. How much are the plate bodies for, Vic? You only sell one, but okay. Yeah, we'll just do this. I'm gonna GZ you. Oh, hey, GZ, I just noticed. Thank you. Excellent work, Schwaggy. Good job on 99 fletching. Thank you for letting me know. Good old Shopscape. Gotta love it. Really hope this is a good money-making method. Let's make like 10 swords. I think that's what I want to sit with right now. So that's 280 of each. No, 140 of each, not 280. What am I talking about? Whoops. Well, I guess free-to-play worlds, I can buy these. So, not bad that I went to a free-to-play world. Nice, nice. All its high-res glory. Well, if you could see RuneScape with all its high-res glory, let me know, because I'd also like to see that too. Oh, it's called RS3, that's right. I don't know, sometimes the art direction in RS3 is a little silly. I like the charm that old school RuneScape has. RS3 sometimes kind of gets a little too, like, everything's floating and everything's glowing. Which, I mean, I do like floating, glowing things, but if everything is floating and glowing, then it kind of stops losing its how spectacular it is. Is that how it works? Wait, which game? Old school or RS3? Because I feel like RS3 models with how high res they are a lot more expensive to make than the freaking Blender models. Oh, and OSRS? 100 polygons for these guys? I don't know about that. RS3 definitely has a lot more polygons in those characters. There's absolutely no way that they don't. Man, this is gonna make me broke. $100 poly count? Yeah, probably. I don't know. Just based on how RS3 looks, I feel like that's the more expensive game to do art for. Whereas old school is like you can make these models very easily and quickly in Blender. It's actually kind of been a trend with thumbnails recently, is that they'll make all the thumbnails into Blender models, or they'll have all the RuneScape characters as Blender models in their thumbnails. That's been a kind of a recent trend. Yeah, sure. What's your Porygon fun fact? I'm wondering now if I'm actually going to be able to even afford 10 swords. Because right now I have just shy of 4 swords. And I think I've already burned through like 100k. Let's get like 5 swords worth then. 5 or 6 swords. Because there's 14, 28, 42, 56. 70. Yeah, let's go 70 of each. That might be a good number. 5 or 6 swords adventure. No, it's just 1 sword and 4 swords. It's called the 4 sword. And it splits into 4 swords because I guess it splits the wielder into 4 links. But it is just 1 sword called the 4 sword. Are you confused yet? Yeah, let's go ahead and bank this, see where we're at. Yeah, down to 50k. All this money just going right down the drain. 67. Yeah, let's get 3 more of each. And then we'll start making some swords. Hopefully that'll be enough. That's 5 swords right there. Get it really confusing? Oh, jeez. The 4 sword is a 1 sword that's made for swordsmen who want to be 4 swordsmen. Yep. Made 4 swordsmen who want to be 4 swordsmen. You have to stress the 4 in the 4 swordsmen. Are we confused yet? Because I sure am. I need a ring. And it is time to do some Giant's Foundry. So we'll do this for a little bit of time. Actually, are the birdhouses done? They're gonna be done in like 3 minutes. God damn it. Okay, yeah, we'll do the 5 swords, then we'll do a yeah, we'll do the 5 swords, do a birdhouse run, and then see where we go from there. I'm pretty sure that the double ammo mold is like the cheapest thing there. It shouldn't cost that much. I need a ring for teleporting. Teleportation jewelry. Best kind of jewelry in this game, aside from ones that make your max hit go burr. What'd you need this cash for again? A dwarven multi-cannon. Alright, so let's make the X into 7. Alright, this should be all we need to do. Let's go ahead and commission Kovac. Broad light sword, alright. Wait, not empty. We're gonna fill... Oh wait, hold on. Use this, then all, that's right. I need to set the mold up. Okay. That mold, okay. Alright, so we're going broad light. Broad light. Okay, so for default, need Medusa Ricasso for the fort. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. Medusa blade and the chopper tip. Okay. God, that's such a stupid looking sword. Oh, the swords in this game are silly. Oh, gotta wait a second. Let's actually cool it off first. There we go, 4-bar swords. That's what the iron steel combo gives you. Whoops. I got a little too hot. Let's cool it off. Yes, exactly, Endorb. That cannon needs to be used to kill goblins. Also, sorry I missed that question. But yeah, it's just the fastest way to kill goblins or just a large amount of anything in this game. So I figured it'd be good to get it for the beginner clue grind. Because it'll be very, very useful. I just hope that this doesn't take too long. Oh, stop it, Endor. Up. Hopefully this will get it all the way to the end. We'll see. Wait, what? What? Oh, that's right. It heats it up. I'm stupid. Forgot how the minigame worked. Don't worry about it. Why do I need to kill the goblins? You already know. I have to get the beginner clue scrolls. It's the only way to get them. It's the only way. One way in the game. Actually, that's not true. There are multiple ways to get beginner clue scrolls, but this is the fastest way. At least, considering what I have available to me. Okay. Yeah, I do need to cool it off. That's right. Okay. All right. Flub that sword, but we learned. All right, so let's see. 7260 coins for that. Let's get another commission. Okay, so I have 54 reputation. I need 2,000 for the ammo mold? Okay, so we're not gonna get the double ammo mold tonight. Not at all, with the amount of stuff that we have to actually get. Okay. Well, that kind of puts a damper in my plan. I probably should have looked that up first. What do I need to make? Commission, narrow light. Okay, so I need the serpent ricasso. I need the stiletto blade and the serpent's fang. Another very silly looking sword. Monka? Yeah, that's a lot of points. I wonder if that's because, though, I just kind of sucked in making the first one, so we'll see. Because of how long these swords are taking too, I think I'm gonna go and do the birdhouse run before I do the next 3. This might just be an AFK grind that I do, because this is, like, extremely AFK. I mean, granted, all the grinds that we're doing today are pretty AFK. Agility, Pyramid, Giant's Foundry, not exactly the most hyper intense activities. They're fairly chill. What's a cool trivia to share with the chat? What is a cool trivia thing to share with the chat? Oh, here's cool trivia. Corrupt Gauntlet sucks. Oh, I've been having such a worse relationship with Corrupt Gauntlet recently. I hate that boss so much. I'm dreading it on this account. Like, genuinely dreading that grind. Because I don't know how dry I can get. Am I gonna go 1,000 dry again, or am I gonna get it at a reasonable KC? And I'm not prepared to find out. Hey, thank you very much for that, Endor. Yeah, if you've been liking what you're seeing, you're new to the channel, definitely feel free to subscribe. I greatly appreciate it, and I put out videos every Sunday, stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, and I also make short contents on Wednesday, Saturday, and Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday is a better way to say that. So I am doing 7 days of content. So yeah, if you want to be a part of it at all, or if you want to check it out as it comes out, feel free to subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Are you free to unsub? I mean, I guess. You'd hurt my feelings, but yeah, you are free to unsub. I'm not stopping you. It's not like I can stop you even if I wanted to. True. If I actually do pull off the all capes as a hardcore, I will be the first to do it. I don't know if I will be the first iron to get every single cape in the game, but if I can keep it as a hardcore, I 100% will be. I think the only issue with that, though, is Theater of Blood. The Theater of the Blood will be the wall. That'll be... If I can even make it there, that'll be what kills the account, most likely. Feelings Pog Champ. Yeah, I guess. Doubt there's any account that's gotten the 3rd Age Cloak and all of the Raids KC ones. Yeah. Is there an account that has all 3 raid KCs? I'd have to do a bit of research on the high scores for that. There probably are a couple. Yes? Okay, I figured. Alright, so we got Heavy Flat Sword next, but we're going to do a quick birdhouse run before we do that. few sweaties out there with those. Yeah. Oh yeah, at this point, if they have 2,000 raids, KC, that absolutely is sweaty. Are the allotments done? Oh, they are. I can go ahead and check on the corn. K Kona growing K Corna. I actually need to keep the corn too. Recipe for disaster requires some ground corn. If I were talking to God, he was like, Videofreak is going to lose the hardcore before getting all the caves, but you'll let you decide now. Have it be something funny when you're close. I mean, I have said before that if the account dies, I am going to continue it. So, the hardcore status will just be a flex, but the true flex will be all caves. The hardcore would just make it that much more impressive, but getting every cape in the game is already an impressive feat on its own. I don't even know if any main account has gotten every cape, like earned every cape, I should say, from its drop source, not just bought it on the GE. With enough money, you can buy anything. Whoops. Alright, do that. Let's go ahead, grab this, and the Artie Cloak. Be very content to die between the last two capes is something completely preventable and not particularly hard. Oh no, if I am dying, it's gonna be because of something exactly like that. It's gonna be completely preventable and not particularly hard, and I died either because I wasn't paying attention and looked away from my screen, or just because I had a massive brain fart and I just choked the game. If I do die to something like impressively difficult, I will be happy, but knowing me and knowing my luck, yeah, that's probably not happening. The #1 collection guy on high scores has only the Cox cape and 2 pieces of third age. Wow. So I would be the first. That all depends on the third age RNG, which that's... If I get that, then we're going to Vegas. Let's just say that. If I end up getting both the third age capes on this account, then I should just live in Vegas. Because apparently my luck is just off the charts insane. Alright, we're gonna keep these sweet corns, and let's see what Jane wants us to do next. Nasturtiums, okay. I prepared the wrong flower, but at least it's an easy flower to grow. So I got plenty of Nasturtium seeds now. I should probably also plant something else, like... let's plant strawberries. I have a feeling strawberries might get called. Rank 2 is none of the raids capes and 1 piece of third age. Huh. I wonder if it's just because they don't count the raids capes as a part of the collection log. I don't see why they wouldn't. They're in the collection log, so I'd assume that, yeah, they're capes. Or they're collection log slots. Rank 1 iron is top cape only? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They are counting that, okay. Good to know. quest tab is where these go. Do I still have the ice gloves? I do. I need to get rid of the Drayman staff, though. Alright, so what? 3 more swords, and then we'll head to Agility Pyramid. We'll also see just how much of a profit we made. I feel like it's a very low profit margin. This might be something that's better done just with the highest XP that you go and just eat the loss. Three more swords that will head off. Shopping in Fire Emblem. Shopping in any fantasy game. Especially ones with durability systems. Actually, speaking of durability and games where you buy swords, I'm really hoping that Tears of the Kingdom or Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, if they still have the same system of weapon durability, I hope that you can at least buy weapons from someone. Because you had to get them all from enemies or chests, but not a single merchant actually sold anything more than arrows. So that would be a fun little change. It'd be cool if there was like a blacksmith that sold certain weapons. My eye was twitching. Still is twitching. Why? Stop it. Ow. Heavy flat. Okay. Heavy flat. We need the Medusa Ricasso. We need Gladius Edge and the Gladius Point. That sword looks like it's drooping a little bit. All right. I think I miscalculated how many swords I was going to be getting out of this. Because I thought I said 5, but based on what I saw in my bank, I think I have a bit more. I can't do math. They're saying they think blighted weapons are replacing broken weapons and you can't unblight them. That'd be pretty cool. Heck, I'd even think it'd be cool if you could like keep a blighted weapon and use it for like a poison damage or an extra like damage over time thing, because you're putting the blight on them. You read can't aloud. I can't read. Guy was looking away. Come on, game. Be a little more chill than that. I don't see where you said can. Oh, you can unblight them. No, I did read that. I did read that right. I may have said can't, but I did understand what you were saying. Making me second guessing myself? Yeah, we'll just keep it there, because if I do it one more time, it'll put it out the edge. that was a little close. We got it. Man, I'm sweating in my room. It's the heat's starting to come back a bit now in Texas, and so starting to get a little toasty in my room again. Yes, that is the amount of XP that I'm gaining for every action that I do. So 3 XP every tick I do this. Narrow light sword. All right. See what we need for that. Oh yeah, there's 7 more swords here. Okay, actually, I think I might get a ton of swords through this. I greatly overestimated how many of these chain bodies I'd need. Okay. Narrow and light. So that'd be Serpent, Ricasso, Stiletto Blade, Serpent Pain. Okay. God, it looks so silly. It's like the most impractical swords in the world. I love it. Phone makes me sound different than either of the TVs. It's probably due to the size of the speaker. Because tiny speakers tend to have a lot of trouble with multiple sounds and multiple things at once. So, larger the speaker, it's got a little bit more wiggle room. At least I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Could also be the number of speakers that are playing it. Because that way it can dedicate different speakers for different things, like one for treble, bass, and mids. Ah, dang it. It was taking a lot longer than I expected. I think I'm going to finish this sword. I'm going to save the rest for off-stream grinding. And then we're going to go check out Agility Pyramid. See how good that money-making method is for us. Actually, while I'm doing that, I'm going to look up Agility Pyramid and see just what the max hit is. Agility Pyramid. Okay. Okay. So 6 hit points for that obstacle. I want to find like the absolute max hit. There's 6, there's 4, 10. 10 HP is so far the biggest. 8, 10, 8, 8. Okay, so 10 is the max hit we have to worry about. So that is good to know. And then every single lap nets me 10k. So every single sword's been net me 12k. But I also have to subtract the cost of the chain bodies, because that is indeed a factor with this. All right, so we're going to say no for now. Let's see what our reputation's at. Okay, so I think once I get through everything, I will have enough to buy the double ammo mold. But for right now, we're just going to keep on stockpiling the points. Let's check out agility pyramids. So we're going to go ahead and swap out the gloves for the gracefuls, because we are going to be wearing desert robes through this grind. Okay, we have water skins, right? Yeah, we got a few, though I think I might want a little more. Yeah, I think one more row of water skins will be helpful. Let's teleport back to Alcarid, buy that. Let's also bring money too. I have 100k exactly, that's good. All right, we'll close Giant's Foundry for right now. I don't need that guide. And then I do have an emergency teleport in the form of the Ferox teleport. I need to actually bring food. So maybe 3 rows of water skins should be fine. I might do several trips at Agility Pyramid. We'll see just how bad like the drain is with the desert robes, including all the water skins. All right, so we're gonna go bank. Let's go ahead and get like, let's get like 5 tuna, because I have a lot of that. That'll be my food during this. Gonna get the pass. Oh, that, okay, bypass. Now I can go through the pass. I thought the pass Shantae Guard was a quick option to purchase a Shantae pass. All right, so we're gonna go to Poldivnich, and then we're gonna go to Narda. I think I can just carpet to Narda. Yeah, magic carpets are fun. You know, one feature of MMOs I wish was present in RuneScape? It's mounts. I wish we had mounts. Just to make movement speed a little bit better. Like 3 tiles or 4 tiles of movement speed every tick instead of 1. Or at least 2 tiles, but you don't lose any run energy. Like, the concept of a mount would be really nice in RuneScape. Because not everywhere can be teleported to. Though I assume, I guess you could say that the teleports are a good way to not have to worry about mounts so much. Or I guess the teleports you could say are RuneScape's answer to mounts. Because instead of just getting on a horse and going somewhere, you can just teleport somewhere and then that's it. Okay. I had to make some gold rings, or some emerald rings pretty soon. I'm running pretty low. Alright, this right here is the agility pyramid. It is also going to be my prison. Until I hopefully get 750k. We'll see just how long this will take. Alright, good. So far, so good. Oh, agility pyramid, how I didn't miss you. Every single one of these obstacles is failable, by the way. And if I fail it, I get thrown back to the layer below me. So I'm really, really hoping that I don't fail any of these, because that would be bad. Oh, it took 90 minutes to get to the agility in the stream whose title is about agility? Yeah. Listen, I'm only talking about one of many things that I do in a stream with my stream titles. Same with the thumbnails. Good thing about this too is that it actually is a pretty decent money or agility training method as well. So I am going to be getting some levels. I'm not at a level where I can't fail yet. That's level 70. But level 60 does mean that I shouldn't be failing as much. And another good part is that as you get higher on the pyramid, the amount of obstacles greatly decreases. Alright, here's the layer that... Oh, wait. No, we are on the layer. Nice. Alright. Got the golden pyramid. Each one of these is worth 10k. So that one completion right there just net me 10k. Not the fastest thing in the world, but, you know. It's definitely reliable. That's the biggest thing about this. It is reliable, and it is easy. You just have to watch for certain things. Really, the only like skill-based thing to watch out for are these little push blocks, but they're super easy to avoid. Ah, there's the first fail. Yeah, that took a 10. That's what the tuna heals up. Okay, good to know. So that's what failing the agility pyramid looks like. Hopefully we don't do that too much. Took me until you first read one on your second try for you to realize that your character was diving as the ground fell away. You thought you were tripping. Yeah, just tripping over to the next area. It's part of the agility course, guys. Yeah, if I Had attempted to cross during that, I 100% would have gotten pushed off. Good, good. No damage there. We like to see that. We've got push blocks, narrow ledges, and spots where you have to shimmy with your hands. Also, we have just a couple tripwires to avoid laugh at these skilled acrobats trip seemingly randomly. Ha 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 ha. Look at them, stupid. There's a tripwire there, idiot. How didn't you see that? Ha ha ha. So I just realized my math on this was also off, because I thought I would have to get 750 in order to get 750k, which is what's needed for the cannon. Yeah, I added an extra 0 on the end there. It's only 75. I only have to do the 75 time. If I did 750 times, that'd give me 7.5 mil. Which, you know, that's a good chunk of money. I would not be opposed to that, but it's not necessary. That's not at all the number I need to go for. And we're getting, what, 14 or 16 laps per hour. Okay. So we actually only need 65, considering what our current cash stack is looking like. So 65 at 16 laps per hour. That's going to take like 4.5 hours. No, like 5.5 hours. 5 times 16. Oh, 5 times 16 is 80. So 4 times 16 is... Okay, that's actually what it is. So it is 4 hours of agility pyramid. At the current pace that I am going, without banking or any of that stuff in consideration. So it probably will be closer to 5 straight hours of agility pyramid to get the goal. So have we found full graceful to be worth it over desert robes? Is it? The thing that I was worried about with full graceful versus desert robes is just the sun. 3 full water skins I feel like is good. This makes me stay out here for a lot longer, but I don't know if the water skins are my limiting factor or the amount of food that I bring will be my limiting factor. I would bring the water tiara if I could, but I kind of have to be able to do that quest first, and I'm kind of far from being able to do that quest. The intro to TOA quest is, you know, a little hard for low-level accounts. I still consider myself a low-level account. I'm like deep into early game right now. I don't think I'm quite yet breaking into mid game. I think mid game's once the Slayer grind starts. But we still got a lot of ways to go until we get there. How many hours am I in? 9 days, 1 hour. We're still early game. God, this game takes a while. Want to know something about chess? Sure. Just gonna walk, get all my run energy back. Yeah, I think this is why the Gracefuls are better. Yeah, I think next trip after I bank, I'm gonna go back and bring Graceful. Might make the next few laps go a lot faster. Early games are at 2277. True. Very true. Official way to define when mid-game starts is when the game enters a state that it's never been played before. Well then in that case, 2277 is mid-game. If you don't know the joke, 2277 is maxed. That is 99 in every skill right now. Though I guess once a new skill added, it'll be like, what? 2296? Or no, it'll be 2306 would be the new max level. No, not 2306, 2366. Right? 76? I can't do math. I'm so bad at math. Yeah, 2376. Why was that so hard for me? It just plus 100 minus 1. Thank goodness my day job does not require me to do math. Then again, it wouldn't have mattered because I had the day off today, so no work for me. You came up with 6 wrong answers in your head too? Okay, good. At least I'm not alone. Videofreak, not math freak, give me a break. Exactly. Say Endorp gets it. Alright, how's that do? That does 8 damage. Okay, that's not that bad. As long as I have enough to live. Keep my HP above 10. That's the goal. I will say that was a pretty long falling animation. I hope I don't fail it again. Okay, good. It's like a full-on Wile E. Coyote moment. Favorite part of that fall animation, how many frames of it were identical? Yeah. I was just completely still and then suddenly dropped. How old is this content? It's like, came out what, 2006? Maybe 2005? Just a relic of the past here. It's still somehow like one of the best money makers for low level accounts. Provided you have agility. Jim, maybe think you actually had to do something after falling in. Yeah. No, it definitely caught me off guard too. I thought I was actually having a connection issue. I knew I failed the puzzle, but I thought my game was lacking. Doing the stay hydrated stream? Absolutely. Here we are at Agility Pyramid. Gotta get that money. Real punishment is the damage you tank. Real punishment is the time sink. Yeah, true. The damage you tank's just the damage you take is just like an insult to injury at that point. Injury to insult, yeah. See, I'm a little nervous about this area just because when Group Hardcore Iron Man came out, I lost one of our team's lives here. So, like, just a little paranoid. Want to make sure I don't die accidentally. Ever see Agility Pyramid bots? I have not. I honestly don't really see many other players doing it. I think we've only seen one other guy during this entire time doing Agility Pyramid. Which, granted, hasn't been that long. We've only done 5 laps today. Including this lap. Still, that's a clean 50k right there. Alright, let's go ahead and run the next one. See how much faster we can do it. I honestly should do Spirits of the Elid, which is the quest that allows Narda to have a water source. But, that's a long quest, and I really don't have the requirements for it, so I'm not gonna bother. So I'm pretty sure I don't have the requirements for it, do I? Oh, I do have the requirements for it. The issue is the 3 weapon styles, so I guess I could just get 3 weapons. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah, maybe after I bank, I'll go do Spirits of the Elid really quick so I don't have to worry about having to go all the way back and banking. Or at least going all the way back for refilling the water skins. Because I am 100% switching to the full graceful loadout. That's going to make this go a lot faster. Wonder how long a frame perfect pyramid takes? I don't know. There really aren't many things in this game that are frame perfect just because of the tick-based system. The tick timing is a lot more generous than frames, because instead of having a 1 in 30 or a 1 in 60 to do something, it's just a 0.6 second time window. Thought frame rate in this game, anime matched the tick rate. I mean, I guess the animations kind of do, but really, like, frames aren't as important as ticks. Because not every single animation in this game takes 0.6 seconds to do. Like, that isn't a 0.6 second climbing animation. But the input itself took 0.6 seconds. I don't know. Isn't it like 12 FPS? No, it's a bit faster than that. This doesn't look like 12 FPS at all. This is like a 30 FPS game. It's just how the game does its logic is done at 0.6 second increments. Because, like, this isn't a 30 second, like, this is not a 12 frame per second animation. I do have animation smoothing on, but even then, even though it's slightly choppier, it's still not like 12 frames per second. It would be a lot more jarring if it was. .6 seconds, that's 100 a minute. Pretty round numbers to me. You only think in seconds? Yeah. Seconds, I feel like they would have wanted to do seconds, but having to do an input 100 times, or having the game read inputs for multiple players 100 times every second would be a nightmare. This game already has trouble running sometimes. That would just make the servers catch on fire. Because that's like, that goes from like several 100,000 inputs to like several 100 millions of inputs that they need to read constantly. And then you start throwing in like latency and ping and internet stuff all over the place, and oh, that's a recipe for disaster right there. Get it done 2 times a second instead of, I mean, but at that point, like, what's the difference between 0.6 and 0.5? They probably just chose 100 a minute because that's a nice round number to go for. And oh, someone died. Nice. Someone died getting the pyramid. No. I hate failing that jump right there, because the pyramid doesn't respawn. It doesn't respawn until I go to the very bottom, but I have to go through all this all over again. Yeah, what's the difference between 0.6 and 0.5? It's so small that that it doesn't mean anything. That's what I'm trying to get at. The game runs at 0.6 seconds per tick because that's how the game runs. If there's 100 ticks a minute because that's how the game runs. I don't know what you want from me after that. Literally nothing I can do to change or influence that. Like, literally nothing I can do. Oh, gotcha. Technically, you could petition them. You might get it changed, but you don't see why you would. They would say no. It wouldn't matter. Because it like, that literally rewrites everything in this game. They aren't about to do that. They are definitely not about to do that. And I'm not going to expect them to. It's very unreasonable of me to expect them to do something like that. The petition gets big enough and an MMO will do most things, like completely rewriting their engine. Like, this isn't just a small bug fix, small change that's requesting. This is a literal rewrite of the entire game from the ground for a 0.1 second % difference in ticks. It's not worth it. We'd barely notice the difference. And even if we did, we would take 3 years minimum for us to see the change implemented. It's not that they don't care enough about it. That's literally 3 years of from scratch work. Game development takes a very long time. And engine changes are the hardest things to do in the game development process. That's what I'm getting at. It's not a will issue. It's just the fact of practicality. Like, would you expect World of Warcraft to make an insane change like that as a patch to an expansion? Not as an entirely new expansion, just as a patch. A 1.1 patch to their latest expansion. They changed the entire foundation that the game's mechanics are built on. Like, that's what I'm getting at. That change is way too large to expect any developer to do, not just Jagex. I'll die on this hill. I gotcha. I gotcha. I understood your joke. I do get a little amped up and fired up about game development just because that was a passion that I had attempted to pursue a few years back. And, you know, the one thing that makes you understand just how hard game development is participating in a game jam. And I say this for any like aspiring game developer out there. If you want to learn how to make a game, then participate in like the Ludum Dare game jam or something like that. There are smaller game jams that you can definitely be a part of. And just put yourself in that situation where you have 48 hours to pump out a game. And you will learn very, very quickly just how hard it is to make a game. Even with the time constraint, being able to make level 1-1 in Mario is extremely difficult to do within a 48-hour time period. Even if you spread that time period out as like 8 hours a day for 6 days, being able to make level 1-1 in Mario is going to take a lot of time, especially if you want it to feel exactly as the NES model did. Follow someone who actually runs a 2-week game jam every year. Is that Mark Brown? Mark Brown's cool. He's a very, very good YouTuber to watch for game development insight. Not Mark Brown? Oh, okay. Yeah, Mark Brown and the Game Maker's Toolkit is the channel I immediately think of when it comes to like game development concepts and studying games to learn how they were made. Very, very interesting channel. I highly recommend him. Alright, got 90k in my pocket. Yeah, we're going through water skins not really all that fast at all. That's good. I thought we were going to be going through a lot more, a lot faster, but looks like not. We're also hitting about 20 laps an hour, so I'm wondering if full graceful is gotten and it allows me to run a bit more. I wonder if that number is going to go up quite significantly. I bet you it'll only go up by like about 2 or 3. It'll probably end up being like 23 laps an hour instead of 20. Not that that's a bad thing. We definitely like high XP. Or, not high XP. High laps per hour counts. Just trying to figure out how I should temper my expectations for this. It's Eevee, they do an NSFW game jam. Oh god. What a game jam to be a part of. Temper my expectations like I would a blade. Oh yeah. Listen, I've been burned by myself before of like trying to hype myself up on something and then just realizing that I bit off way too much. Way more than I can chew. It's all about the small incremental goals that go off to a larger, much more significant goal. Like, honestly, for example, I think the cape account and getting every single cape in the game is a challenge that's a little bit too much for me. But, you know, I can set micro goals, like getting the beginner clue capes, getting the fire cape, getting the medium clue capes, doing 1,000 master clues, things like that. And those are 1,000 master clues is a lot, but doing 10 master clues and then 50. Those smaller, more incremental goals are going to be how I maintain my sanity throughout this account. Because I always need to feel like I'm achieving something, otherwise I just burn out. I think that's why I have such a hard time doing Corrupt Gauntlet on my Iron right now, because I've literally gotten everything I need from there. I have more than enough armor seeds, I have more than enough weapon seeds that I don't need them for anything else on the account. They only exist to like give me crystal shards. And then there's the idea that you know, mithril and addy arrows are useless. Honestly, rune arrows are also not really something that I can use on that account, just because, you know, the bow of Ferdinand doesn't shoot arrows. It shoots magical arrows, but you'd never supply arrows to it. So all the arrow drops you get from Corrupt Gauntlet are completely worthless. Unless you get dragon arrows and then you get a twisted bow. I think that's the only way an arrow drop from Gauntlet is useful. The gem drops are nice, but not necessary. It's not like that's how I'm going to be getting 99 crafting. The alchables are nice money. The runes are really good to keep those stockpiled, but I have other ways to get those if I so chose. So I have a hard time getting motivated at Corrupt Gauntlet because the only goal I have to work for or work towards right now is something that I'm insanely dry on. And that is demotivating. I need to figure out a better mindset for that. It's a puzzle platform that focuses on let's see, last strawberry jam game decided to make it less hard to turn into a game they're going to eventually sell. It's a puzzle platform that focuses on the warrior style using environment transformation to transform yourself into form you need for the puzzle. What am I dry on? I am dry on the bow of Ferdinand on my or the enhanced crystal weapon seed on my Ironman. It is a 1 in 400 drop. I am at 996. I've almost hit 1,000. I was going to hit 1,000 today, but I got very, very frustrated with it, and I needed to take a break. Otherwise, I would have been a little too upset to continue doing it well. I'm more than double dry. I'm about 2.5 times dry. And I know someone who got it at 1 KC too. So that always messes with my psyche. It wouldn't be so bad too if it wasn't like necessary for that account to progress. Like, I could do a lot of content with the gear setup that I currently have, but every single thing I want to do is better done with the BOFA. And so it kills me. It just kills me that I don't have it after so much time spent there. The moment I get it, I'm leaving it and never coming back. Check my timers really quick here. Strawberries will be done in 8 minutes. Birdhouses, I think, are done now. Yeah. Okay, we'll finish this lap, go do, or turn in the pyramids, do a birdhouse run, check on the contracts, and then we'll head back here and do more. Did I get the pet? I did. I got it at 343 kill count. And it's funny, because I got it on 343 kill count, it's like one of the only pets that I've actually given a name. And its name, at least in my head, is Guilty Spark, to play off of 343 Guilty Spark, who is a blue robot that turns red when it's mad. Yeah, I felt like it fit the Hunleaf pet very, very well, because you could turn it from blue to red. That's how you know I'm a nerd. I name nerdy things after other nerdy things. It's fine. I embrace it. It's who I am. No shame in that. I just keep remembering that I forgot to update the Discord link. That's technically a broken link. I need to get that updated. I keep forgetting to. Means I also have to go back through all my video descriptions and edit it too. Can't judge your axolotl in Minecraft is named Dehaka after your favorite MOBA character. Fair enough. I have not played very many MOBAs. I tried League of Legends, I tried Heroes of the Storm, but those games didn't really vibe well with me. I just didn't understand it too well. MOBAs are not my favorite. MOBA's pretty deep into the nerdy? I don't know. Because, like, League of Legends at least is fairly mainstream. Like, people know what League of Legends is if you bring it up. They may not play it, but they at least know what it is. Have you tried the Pokemon MOBA? I don't have an interest to. To be perfectly frank, I don't see how a Pokemon skin on a MOBA would make me enjoy it any more or any less. So I'm just not interested. Alright, there should be 120k right here in artifacts. What? Oh, do I just... I have to talk... Okay, I have to talk to him first and then hand him the artifact. Alright, cool. Let's go to Ferox. We'll recharge our run energy, grab full graceful, and then we'll do a birdhouse run and a farm run. Actually, do I have my house still at Polnivnich? Let's actually do that really quick. Let's move the house to Polnivnich. That might make this process a lot easier. I need 2 more air runes. Good call. Fair enough. The calling a Pokemon skin on a MOBA is kind of like calling Splatoon a kid-friendly skin on an arena shooter. I mean, is it wrong, though? It's about gathering score in a set time limit like it's basketball. Oh, okay, gotcha. Polnivnich, there we go. Alright, cool. House is at Polnivnich now. That should make getting back there a lot faster. And yes, it is pronounced Polnivnich. It's very strange. I forgot to restore my run energy. Let's do that first really quick. Polnivnich? Nah, Nivnich. There's a V. Polnivnich. I used to call it Polnivnich for a long time. It just completely got rid of the Niv part in the middle. So instead of Polnivnich, I said Polnivnich. So close. I like this God Killer guy because he looks a lot like the RuneScape Gods Exposed Gothics model, and he's called God Killer. I don't know, just something about that's kind of funny to me. I wonder if that's intentional. Man, RuneScape Gods Exposed is such an old show. Part of me kind of wants to look it up and see how well it stands up today, but another part of me just knows that it wasn't good. Oh no, I could be discrediting it like crazy, but the gut feeling is not strong with that one. Hey, what's up, Nisanthi? Welcome. Good morning for you. It is actually 9 p.m. for me, so a little late, but good morning. let's go ahead, do this. I need all my water skins. Then let's go ahead and do 1 Varrock teleport, so that way we can go ahead and grab some refills on the fountain. I got an extra fire rune. Let's go ahead and put that back in the bank, and then we'll do a house telly. And I think I also need to bring like 100 coins. So I'll grab those too. And the tuna. I almost forgot about the tuna. Is that 100 or 200? Let's just bring like 500 just in case. We're about 12 hours apart. Oh, wow. Well, I hope you have a good day. I'm glad that I could assist with your morning ritual, if you have one. Or at least I'm glad that I happened to be the channel you tuned into this morning. Oceana or something? I won't guess. If you force me to guess, I'd say Eastern Europe, but I have no idea, and I'm not about to start guessing. I'll start guessing in earnest, I should say, seeing as I've already given a guess. It's interesting that there's this oven right here. I wonder how many people have used this clay oven. It's definitely not the closest bank to a cooking spot. There are some that are only 1 tick away. Or not even 1 square away. It's like bank on 1 square and then the cooking spot on the other. Yeah, I wonder if anybody's used it. Probably just like some random iron. It's like, I'm in the desert, I have to cook something, but I don't want to go all the way back, so we'll just use this. Oh, so yeah, it's like 2.5 hours, or 2 to 5 hours. Is that 2.5 or 225? Like 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2.5? Two to 5? Oh, okay. 2.5 would mean 2.5. I know. Well, you gave a 3-hour time range, so that's why I was like, "What did you mean? Did you mean that, or did you mean 2.5?" That's why I was confused on that. You're in Thailand. Oh, okay, awesome. That's really cool. Wow, I was way off. I actually had Thai food a little bit earlier today. I had pad Thai for supper. I love me a good plate of pad Thai. I had to expand and eat a lot more Thai dishes, though. There's a Thai bistro that's like right next to my house, and God, they do not miss. Oceania is a continent? What do you mean Oceania is a continent? North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, Antarctica. There are only 7. Oceania is not one of those. What do you refer to as Oceania? Thai food's really nice. I do like Thai food a lot. Continental USA also spans 5 time zones. I mean, yeah, but like, what are you referring to as Oceania? That's my biggest question. What is Oceania? Atlantis, yeah. The other countries got upset. Australia got called its own continent, so the name of the continent is no longer Australia. Oh, is that what it is? Is it really like the Australia's the okay? They just renamed Australia. Okay. All right. Well, I missed that memo. This feels a lot faster with Graceful. I've actually been able to keep up the run energy. Think you misrepresented the tournament was funnier to imagine it's like a kindergarten grudge deal? I mean, a little bit, but like... Using terms I'm not familiar with. You can't fault me for that. Want to be friends? Sure. Welcome to the stream. I consider everybody in the stream here to be my friend. If you mean on RuneScape, I would like to ask why. $581 subscribers, you do RuneScape too? Oh, awesome. Very nice. What kind of content do you make? You got like a series going, or you do guides? Skits? Not the craziest coincidence with your name? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Owen, if you're still in chat, good call on the full Graceful. This is going a lot smoother. Thank you for that suggestion. I appreciate that. Did you mention your own Martha incident? What do you mean Martha incident? Batman vs Superman scene where he's like, why did you say that name? And or you know me, I've never seen that movie. I have no idea what you're talking about. You know I don't watch movies. It was a big meme? I don't know, man. I missed that memo. It wasn't a meme in the places where I was looking. That meme never made its way to Reddit, at least. That's normally where I get my memes. Though I guess TikTok kind of is contributing to that a lot nowadays. I will say, even though I don't watch movies too much, I am starting to watch anime. I got a Crunchyroll account recently, and so I've been starting to go through a few animes that have been recommended to me that I just have never watched. So right now, my girlfriend Lunar and we are going through Chainsaw Man, and after that we're going to start watching Spy X Family. But on my own, I'm starting to watch Overlord, and it's a pretty interesting concept. Worst part is like, because the entire thing starts off with a character in an MMO when the servers are shutting down, and he wants to be there when the servers shut down. And I'm sitting here like, I would do the exact same thing. Oh god, I would be trapped in this exact same position. How come you don't watch movies? I don't know. They just never really, they don't really vibe well with me. I like playing video games a lot more. The interaction, I think, is one of the bigger things about it. Plus, I also feel like you could tell a much more compelling story with a video game than you can with a movie. Because, like, for example, God of War, 2018 and Ragnarok, we'll just limit it to those two games. Those games tell a significantly more compelling story than any movie can, and I think a lot of that has to do because you are Kratos, and you are going through and you're raising Atreus, and you're going through this big goal, and it's a very personal journey to you by the time you reach the end. Whereas with a movie, you're watching other people have that journey, and I guess just in my head, I like to be a participant more than just a viewer. Help me get to 1K subscribers? I would appreciate that. I would really love that. I'll help bump you up as well. No, rising tide raises all ships, right? That's not to say that movies are bad. It's just not my preferred form of content. You know, I talk about why I don't like movies. Here I am creating a movie. I mean, like a movie about this account. So it's like, I don't know. There definitely is a little bit of a conflict there. But I think that's just, this is the best way to present this story. You'll delete your Netflix account now? Well, I think you should delete your Netflix account anyway, but for different reasons. It's on top chat the whole time? Yeah. I wish you could set it to default to live chat. I feel like I've missed a few messages that way as well. I appreciate that, Amber. I'll have to check out your channel after stream. I'm a little curious now that you say that you're a RuneScape content creator too. Oh, come on, not again. Alright, well, this lap is being mean to me. Netflix deleted your account because of the new primary location thing. Dude, it's so scummy. Videos are so bad? I don't know. We'll have to take a look. I kind of think that sometimes I think that about my own content, but I think it has to do more with something that I personally call the artist's curse, which is that the one person who will be the most critical of your content will always be yourself. And I fall into that trap all the time, where I like try to put out something, I'm like, man, I really don't know if people like this, but you know, turns out people do like it. I just am harshly critical because I tend to hyper focus on everything that I think is wrong or everything I think is bad. But in reality, the actual finished product is not something bad at all. It's actually something quite good. Thumbnails so bad? Takes practice. It also helps too to study other people and see how they do their thumbnails. Like, take a look at some creators you like, or some YouTubers you like, and see how they put their channel together and learn from them. Take a few elements that they do on their channel and incorporate them into your own. That's not to say take a direct rip of their thumbnails and then put your face on it and then put the thumbnail on the video. But, you know, if you're going to do a style of video that someone else has done, check out what they did with the thumbnail. See if you can incorporate some elements of that thumbnail into your own. Even if it is a direct rip, it's not like it's a bad thing as long as there's some changes. If it is a direct one-to-one rip, then yeah, that is bad. But if it's like, you know, someone holding up something and they're making a face, but you change out their face with your face, I don't know. I feel like that would be good enough, but you also do still want it to be fairly original. I don't know. There's a balancing act to it, and I definitely don't have it down. Every now and then I'll get a comment. It's like, man, you have cringe thumbnails. I'm like, okay. All right, bud. Thought the artist curse was the worst fuck, but in a very, very fancy fun. Yeah. Netflix loves to drive people away. I know, right, dude? They drove me away when they canceled Bone. I was so excited for the Bone animated series, and then they canceled it and said Boss Baby was the best animation on their platform, and so that's why I got rid of my Netflix account. Gotta come turn around a bunch of rocks with you on your iron if you want company. Oh yeah, sure. The more the merrier. It'd be the Freak Pyramid Day. I gotta figure out next sub goals. So I wanna come up with a couple of good milestones. I'm thinking every 50 world is 324. I feel like a couple of good, I gotta figure out like a couple good subscriber milestones, or at least rewards for hitting those milestones. I want to do them every 50. So right now the next subscriber milestone is going to be 650 subscribers. But I want to know what people want to see with 650 subscribers. A thing that I thought of doing is maybe doing like a Castle Wars thing with some people in the community if they want to join in. I just worry about how many people will actually be able to turn up to the Castle Wars. So maybe I'll save that for a little bit later on. I don't know. I want there to be some sort of a group activity that the channel is. 650 subs, shave my head bald? Oh man, my girlfriend would kill me. I've had that conversation before, and she has outright vetoed me going and shaving my head. 900 subscribers get 1 bond, 1K subscribers 2 bonds, 3K 3 bonds. Okay, it's not a bad system. Just like do a bond giveaway. That wouldn't be a bad one for the numbers like 650 and 700. 750 I feel like does need to be like a big one though. But a bond giveaway wouldn't be a bad idea. What's a bond in this context? It is a RuneScape bond. It is something that you can purchase and trade in for membership. They currently run at around 5 mil right now. So if you spend 5 million GP, you can get 14 days of membership without having to pay real Earth dollars. A lot of people don't even pay for RuneScape because they bond up every month or every couple weeks. Which totally valid, completely valid. If you play our game enough, you don't have to pay us for it. I mean, yeah, basically. Now the thing is, though, is that you can purchase bonds from Jagex directly and then sell them on the Grand Exchange to effectively buy money. So that's why people would buy bonds in the first place, is you can either buy bonds and sell them for money, or you can purchase bonds with in-game money and redeem them for membership. You want to start playing RuneScape again? Not sure you can be bothered for the grind. Fair enough. This game is very grindy. Absolute time sink. So how Dead by Daylight Battle Pass works? Yeah. A lot of MMOs nowadays have a similar system. Like World of Warcraft has WoW tokens. You can buy them and sell them on the auction house for some in-game currency, or you can use your in-game currency to buy a WoW token and get membership. Not a bad system at all. It actually is like rewarding to play. But the issue is that they are always like a high amount of gold that you get for selling them, which, I mean, it would have to be in order to make it worth it from a real money standpoint. And oftentimes it might be better for you to just kind of eat it up and spend $11 and save your 5 mil for something you're saving up for, or instead of using your 5 mil just to allow yourself to play the game and have to earn another 5 mil by the time your 2 weeks are up. There are pros and cons to all approaches. There's not one correct answer. Down sub special will be playing RuneScape. Fair enough. We'll see. RuneScape tickles a part of the brain that is really hard to describe. Especially in Ironman mode, whenever you get levels, it's just a big dopamine blast every single time. Or whenever you finish a goal in this game, it's just a giant rush of dopamine. So it gets pretty addicting. Iron Man? Oh, you're looking at an Iron Man right now. I love Iron Man game mode. The account that I play on off stream and that I've had for like 3 years now is an Iron that's over 2k total level. My main account is significantly worse than my Irons. Iron's more fun for me. Must be good. It's fun. It's harder just by the nature of having to go and get things yourself. But once you get those things yourself, like getting the Dragon Warhammer, fantastic feeling. Getting the Abyssal Whip and the Trident of the Seas was another just absolutely fantastic feeling once I finally got them on the Iron. It's definitely worthwhile. You just have to be prepared for the time sink and for doing things like this whenever you're strapped for cash. Where do you get stuff? Depends. Depends on the stuff you're trying to get. It's hard to scam as an Iron. It's not impossible, though. I will say it is harder to scam an Iron, but it is not impossible, so still be careful. You could get lured into the wilderness just the same as a main account. You're lured in the wilderness is getting mugged, not getting scammed. I mean, fair enough. You are correct. That is 100% getting mugged. Never thought of it that way. That's a really good way to put it. Kind of thinking ahead a little bit on who to raid. The person that I raid on Friday, the Zelda fan guy, he was super fun to watch, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna go live tonight. His normal schedule has him live on Monday night, so I think I might send us over there once it's time to end. We still got a little bit of time though. Plan on to end in about 30-ish minutes, maybe a little longer. We'll see. I'm at a good flow right now. How do you get subscribers? Your guess is as good as mine. The thing that blew me up is that I made 99 guides in under a minute. I made a thieving guide, a 99 thieving guide in under 1 minute, and a 99 fire making guide in under 1 minute. And the shorts algorithm, oh, it just took it and ran with it. Those are my most viewed videos on my channel. And because of that, I got a large number of subscribers from it. At the same time as I was producing those videos, I was also streaming at the beginning of this account with the plan to release the first episode after a month of streaming it. And so by the time I got the episode created and produced, then I had a lot of attention on me because of the shorts that I made. And then the first video is currently sitting at like 5,000 views. So a lot of using the built-in algorithms of YouTube and just trying to figure out how to make the title and the thumbnail grab people. That's probably the biggest things that I focus on. And then something that I've attributed recent growth to is the fact that I got a TikTok, and I've started cross-posting my shorts to TikTok and YouTube. And the 99 thieving guides that I posted on TikTok are both over 100k views. Actually, both over 150k views. So I just found a piece of content that worked for me, and I was able to do. I need to do more, honestly. I really need to do more of those guides. But yeah, that's how it worked for me. You do shorts? Yeah. The scripted shorts are really what kind of help out. I don't know. I find that if just like a little bit of time is spent to do a short for like editing, capture B-roll, getting a good script going, and just spend like 20 minutes in the editing studio getting it put together, I feel like that definitely helps out. Those videos are always a little bit more successful than just the stream clips. Yeah, they really did. I'm very happy about it. I've got another short in the works right now. The next short I plan on doing is covering the NPC aggression timer, that plugin, and just giving a brief overview of how it works and why you should use it. I'm also thinking about doing quest guides too. Quest guides in under a minute. Some of them I feel like would be self-explanatory, but like, I don't know, cook's assistant in under a minute or something like that. I oughta just take like like 15 minutes someday and just brainstorm ideas. Just do nothing but write down any idea that comes to my head, and then just sifting through those and seeing if I can find some gold. I will say a lot of it is trial and error. It absolutely is mainly trial and error, because, you know, I did extremely well with the RuneScape stuff, and the RuneScape stuff has been very, very nice for me. However, the Metroid video that I posted on Sunday, that hasn't gone super well. Not that it's a bad video, it just doesn't fit my audience. So it's experimentation, finding out what your audience likes and what you like, and see how you can get those to align. Then again, don't take my advice. I've not been in this game for very long. There are a lot more people that are way smarter than me at this. So what worked for me may not work for you. But I'm sure everybody has their methods and their ideas for how to go through with it. You know, one of the people that I watched initially to get into streaming is a guy called Ludwig. He's a pretty good YouTube streamer right now. He's got a very, very popular channel. And back when he was on Twitch before he moved over to YouTube, he made a video guide about how to be a good streamer and like how to get into streaming. And I watched that video several times when I was starting and learning how to do this. Editing gags and turning them into shorts, you could, or just like crack a joke every now and then and get their reactions. That's what Lunar's been doing, is that she's been doing stream clips, and they've been doing pretty well too. Trust you on getting the 1K subs? I appreciate that. Always feels nice knowing whenever someone's in your corner. Rip. Whoops. A tick too early there. Sorry, bud. Oh, was that you, AP? Oh, no. I guess it makes sense. Right-click your name is AP. Okay. 90-minute video. Not a lot of people looking for 90-minute videos that aren't scripted. Yeah, see, that's another thing, too. But I've also noticed, too, that if I cut a video like that up into multiple parts, the first part gets the most views, the second part gets less, the third part gets less, and so on and so forth. I noticed that with my Outlast series. I'm actually even noticing that with the Cape Freak series. Every single video I've posted of Cape Freak has gotten less views than the last. And I think part of that's just because early game RuneScape is kinda... everybody knows how it goes. It's not exactly something that's novel or new or exciting, and I haven't really been able to get into what makes this account unique yet. So I'm not expecting like hundreds of thousands of views on every video. No, not yet. I probably will never get that. But just gotta work towards it. Continuous improvement. Don't really have too many of these meta conversations. I tend to keep this stuff behind the scenes, but I guess it's fun to talk about. I enjoy it. I like talking about this kind of stuff. Sometimes you got to do it yourself. Now, I've sat through my streams on double speed just to find a good clip or two. Got a good bit of money from this. Agility Pyramid is not a bad place to go if you're really short on cash. Once I get 70 agility, this would be a lot better, because then you can't fail. But I honestly think the biggest thing that would help out with the speed in this would just be stams. Having stamina potions in this would be so good. If they're rewatching, they usually start at the beginning. Oh yeah. So that's another thing, too, to look at, is if you aren't being entertained by your own content, why? Like, what can you find a reason for why that is? And once you've identified the reason, what can you do to help fix that? Don't just be like, well, I'm not funny. Well, what jokes landed, what jokes didn't land? Were there some things that you said that some people responded well with versus other things? If so, lean more into those kinds of jokes and stay away from the ones that people didn't necessarily understand. Just for example, this is going with comedy, but if your stream is geared towards something different, you know, go into it with a specific goal in mind. You can't just go and shoot from the hip willy-nilly and expect to hit a bullseye. You have to take time, take aim, shoot, and see if it works. If it hit your bullseye, great, keep it up. If it didn't, make an adjustment and see if that helps you hit your bullseye. I guess we're making this into a gun metaphor now. But I think that's how I approach things, and I think that is a good way to approach things. But like I said, everybody has a different method, everybody has a different style. What works for me may not work for you. Nobody likes hearing their own voice. Well, that's not true. A lot of people don't like hearing their own voice. Especially recorded. You just kind of have to get through that. You approach comedy like a machine gun. If I throw enough jokes, you don't need a lot of accuracy to hit the bullseye a ton. See, but that's the thing. It's a precision game. At least at the beginning, it's a precision game. You're trying to find out, like, what things work and what small incremental changes you can make to get things work. If you're just trying to hit a bullseye once, I guess a machine gun can hit the bullseye whenever you do that, but you won't know why it hit the bullseye versus why it didn't hit the bullseye. So taking things one at a time, one shot at a time, and seeing what hits the bullseye and what doesn't hit the bullseye is a bit more of a measured approach. And I feel like can lead to a greater degree of improvement over time. That's fair, and I'm sure that also takes a lot of time as well. Non-content creation? Well, the way that I see it is that if you're live, you can use that for your videos. So why not approach it the same way? I guess that's just how I personally view my content. Every single video I've put on my channel so far, aside from like the guide shorts that I make, they are all from my streams. They're edited down versions of my streams or presented in a slightly different way than I live stream. So, you know, all content you should receive that treatment. I was impatient. All right, well, let's eat a tuna for that one. If a joke falls flat live and cut out and edited, true, but you still have to think about the jokes, and if they do fall flat, figuring out why they fell flat, and then find out what you can do during your live streams to make it so that you're producing the kind of comedy that you want to produce. That's my point. If we didn't spread the block, would have hit you. I don't see how. The block would have hit me either way, I'm pretty sure. I'm funny? Thank you. I try hard. Oh, a been a very thoughtful stream. Or at least a very thoughtful hour, that's for sure. So it's interesting because switching to graceful didn't actually increase my laps per hour, but it does feel a lot better to do it this way. Or actually, I don't know. I don't know if that's just because I didn't reset my agility counter. Let's actually do that. Let's reset my agility timer, see if that does anything. OSRS is probably one of the best edited games, video series, etc. on YouTube. Look at Going or Games or any big OSRS YouTuber. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Only Jag is something like a golden gnome or something similar. True, true, very true. Yeah, when you look at other games and stuff, like the only types of like heavily edited content would be like video essays. Which I will say, there really aren't that many video essays on RuneScape. Like Jimmy will put one out every now and then, but none of the other main creators really, or none of the other big creators, I should say, really put out too many video essays, like discussing the game or discussing like things they like or don't like or want to change in the game. You're getting flashbacks? Oh, I'm sorry, Roxas. Video essay freak. I've thought about it, but there's an idea for a video essay kicking around in my head, but it's not studied well enough. And I don't know if the point that I want to make is actually a point that I should make. Or is a point that I need to reevaluate myself. Because my thought is, I don't like how this game bottlenecks you. And I think that bad luck prevention should be a more common thing. But do I feel that way because I went super dry on Gauntlet? Or is this something that would actually benefit the entire longevity of the game and would benefit all players, present and future? That's what I have to think about. And that's a hard discussion to have, especially because it's a very opinionated discussion. And my opinion on the matter is different than other people's opinions on the matter, because I've had this conversation with people before. So I have to really make sure that if I make that type of a video, I know exactly what I'm going to say. I know the exact point I'm going to make, and I also know how to address any counterpoints to that. So we'll see. We'll see. See you later, Amber. You have a good night. Thanks for dropping by. I greatly appreciate it. I'll be checking out your channel later. I don't know if you're saying goodbye. It looks like you were saying goodbye. If you're not, well then, sorry. That misread. Still want to write an Endor explains etymology, but you want to do this quiz first, so you can't even imagine what all the B-roll for that video would look like. Yeah, I don't know. That one's something that would require a lot of study, I feel. I will say, it is definitely a cool feeling thinking about like the YouTubers that I watched to get me to this point today. Like, you know, starting off watching with the Normal Boots crowd, with like JonTron when he was cool. JonTron, Peanut Butter Gamer, The Completionist, people like that. And like later on, the Game Grumps, Markiplier, and currently like Ludwig. And seeing how they make their content and how they do things and being like, you know what? I know how to make that too. I can make that too. A very empowering feeling. Very happy I got into this. Five minutes. In terms of numbers on YouTube, even though we are not monetized, 8 minutes is when advertisements start to roll. So even though it might kind of be seen as padding out for the ad revenue, no reason a minute can be 5 minutes when you can actually get ads on it once you get monetized. Though I don't know, that might be a little... Don't know if that would be more... I don't know if that would be more seen as like a greedy move, or if that's just something that would be seen as taking advantage of the platform. Because there are specific requirements. Even then, I'm pretty sure ad revenue is not exactly the way that most YouTubers nowadays make their money. I don't have inventory space. Should have noticed that. You increase video duration by 60% for the money, basically. So, Mr. Krabs, why did you make this video 20 minutes longer? Money. Alright, let's trade all this in and we'll get back onto the pyramid. 140k. Yeah. Every single time, I forget how good this money-making method is. It's just boring. That's the only bad part. I'm just happy I'm not failing as much. Okay, so we are still hitting about 20 laps an hour. I think. I don't know. I don't think this actually reset. But I think the only way to get that to reset is if I, like, close RuneLite and reopen it. I don't want to do that right now. Alright, once it hits 10, we're going to go ahead and do a birdhouse run and a farming contract run, and then we'll go ahead and say goodnight until tomorrow. So, Mr. Krabs, why did you create CryptoZoo and hire a bunch of people who had a history of rug pulling? Money! Careful, he'll threaten to sue you and then apologize. After attempting a character assassination, too. All my homies hate Logan Paul. It is very funny watching AP doing Agility Pyramid with me, because he has got the correct graceful outfit on instead of the default color, and it's just seeing how small the difference is between our two capes just kind of cracks me up a little bit. His is just like slightly brighter. Getting all the graceful capes is that's a grind I'm not looking forward to. It'll be good for the agility XP, but that's about it. Hashtag waste of time. I mean, listen, man, you said it, not me. Fair part about Logan Paul history is how he got duped by Floyd Mayweather, a man whose Mr. Krabs levels of open about his motive being money. Oh, yeah. Birds of a feather, as they say. Okay, nasturtiums are done. Birdhouses are done. Oh, like, literally right now. Okay, yeah. So, 10 o'clock will be a good time. Birds of a feather get duped by Mayweather. That's good. This honestly is fairly relaxing. There's something weirdly meditative about going in circles over and over again. I can't space out too much though. I still have to remember that I have a permadeath on, but yeah. Feels nice doing all this. All right. I take it back. It's nice when you don't fail the obstacle. But once you do it, what's the point? What was it all for? Something weirdly meditative about going in circles over and over. Man who rakes a rock garden. I've actually thought about getting those little desktop Zen gardens. I don't know. I like the Zen garden aesthetic. Or like a bonsai tree. I had a roommate in college who grew bonsais. It was pretty cool. I don't know. Just the entire concept of Zen. I like. I like Zen. There's something about like being at peace, being one with yourself and the world. Just something about that sounds nice. I like it. Which is funny because I end up having sometimes where I get extremely angry and I am like the least zen person in the world. Oh boy. Soundtrack's a decent one to say that over. I know, right? Imagine if I was saying that during like a death metal album. Which is funny because I have been listening to a lot more death metal recently. There's a band that I discovered. My brother listened to it a bunch, and one of my coworkers also listens to them. It's a group called Amon Amarth, and they're a really good death metal band that like specializes, or their lyrics are very much like a call to Norse mythology and like Viking stuff. It's so good. I love their music. Talk about a little sand and rake thing. Yeah, with like the two rock or like the rocks that you can put in as well. Yeah, those are cool. But just like the idea of like being zen, I like too. Ah, man. I failed on that last lap too. Very Vikingese. Amon Amarth's good. Yeah, I like him a lot. I also listened to a little bit of Blind Guardian recently. They're a good band. I like them a lot too. Zen garden or rock gardens or dry landscape gardens? Yeah. A garden where you don't grow plants. So that's probably not correct. There are probably some plants that you can have in Zen gardens. Like succulents or cacti or something like that. Mosses and trees. Yeah, fair enough. A garden where you're not growing flowers. Let's say that. I feel like if you're mad enough, you end up throwing the sandpit, though. Oh, absolutely. All right, we are down at the bottom. Let's go ahead and turn in these pyramid tops. We'll do our birdhouse farm run, and then that'll be it for stream. Remember your uncle talking about black metal music with you at the witches market yesterday, and then you remembered how you lost the necklace you bought. Now you feel sad? Aw. There's a witches market up by you? That sounds awesome. I want to go to a witches market. Okay. You went on the last day? Ooh. We don't need to go all the way over there. Let's go to Castle Wars and bank here. A little bit, yeah. It does kind of sound like the Brawl stage builder. Or just like any general stage builder. Yeah, it does have that vibe. Muted the wrong thing, sorry about that. Went over to quickly adjust the setting and I missed. No, my strawberries! Alright, well, we'll have to clear that out. I never played PlayStation All-Stars. I've watched people play it, and it seems confusing. Like how do you get knockouts in that game? That game felt very confusing for stuff like that. All right, picked flowers for the Guildmaster. Is she gonna go out on a date with me? Looks like not. She's telling me to get more farming levels. Rosemary. Okay, that one's easy. Oh, she don't like nasturtiums. Dang it, I should have known. Okay. Flowers. What is it, marigold? No, it's rosemary. Well, let's try again with the strawberries. See if those work. All-Star mode in Smash. Oh, when I hear All-Stars when referring to games, for some reason my brain immediately goes to PlayStation All-Stars. I don't know why. All right, we'll get our compost. Actually gonna plant a cactus too, because we just got that. At least I think I can plant cactus, can I? Special. No, I am far away from cacti. Okay. Your brain goes to Smash Mouth. Let's go. Somebody once told me. I used to have that song fully memorized, start to finish. Right now I only have like the main verse and the lyric and the chorus memorized. Yeah, I've heard it's a pretty bad fighting game. Like, the issue is just getting finishes, because it's not as simple as knocking them off the stage or like beating them up until their health goes down to 0. You have to you have to damage them enough, fill up a combo meter, and then you do a finishing move. I guess it's kind of like Mortal Kombat in that way, where there's like a fatality that you have to do. But even in Mortal Kombat, I'm pretty sure you don't have to do the fatality every time, or if you do, it's automatic. I could be wrong. I've never played Mortal Kombat. I'm completely guessing on how that game works. I learned choruses very quickly. Probably because they repeat them like 6 times a song. Depending on the artist. Okay, yeah, so... But yeah, so yeah, even at least if you can't do the fatality, you at least still win. In PlayStation All-Stars, PlayStation All-Stars, you have to do a fatality or you don't get the point. So a lot of matches ended draws. It's a very weird decision. Now we need to fill it with pineapples. Max versus Rhino. Nice. I notice I keep on drifting to the left of the frame. I think I set my camera's pan angles incorrectly. Man, I'm starting to sweat. These lights on me are hot. Alright, well, after I throw these pineapples in here, that will be the end of stream. I'm going to be spending a little bit of time off stream, finishing up some Giants Foundry, and getting through all the chainmail that we have. Tomorrow, I'll probably finish up the agility pyramid grind on stream with y'all, and then we'll return to killing some goblins. But with that, that is going to be the end of today's stream. Do want to thank everybody so much for coming by and watching. Let's go ahead and see if that Zelda guy's on. Zelda Maniac, is he doing it today? Oh, he is. Let's go give him some love. He's playing through Metroid Prime. Y'all have a good night.